Shout out to Muscles and Nursing. He did a quick snippet on this. But most of us, Muscles and Nursing, me, Colorful Story, Too Raw, Too Real, This Activist, Jess, most of us saw this coming. We have been tuned in politically for years. We didn't just get tuned in after October 7th. We've been tuned in politically for years. So we've been watching the Republican Party. We've been listening. We've been watching how they move. And we knew this was the end goal. We tried to tell you guys that this is what their plan is. And now they are no longer trying to gaslight us about this. Now they are starting to publicly advocate for it. This article goes into a MAGA nut job who's advocating to abolish the 22nd Amendment so that if Donald Trump wins in 2024, he can run again in 2028. This article confirms what so many of us have been trying to warn so many of you about. If Donald Trump gets into the White House in 2024, he ain't leaving. Even if he dies, they will appoint the next president. It would be sham elections like the elections that Vladimir Putin hold. They will appoint the next president. Reading from the article, the 22nd Amendment reads in part, quote, "No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice, and no person who has held the office of the president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president shall be elected to the office of the president more than once," end quote. Meaning, you can't serve more than 2 terms as president of the United States. It doesn't mention 2 separate terms as in what Donald Trump is trying to do. He was president in 2016 to 2020, and now he's trying to go for 2024 to 2028, or whether it was consecutive terms like President Obama did. What this article is advocating for, or basically trying to start to put into the mind of Americans to say, yeah, that seems like it's fair, it's okay, because he didn't serve consecutive terms. He should be able to go for another term so that he would have served 2 terms consecutively. They are starting to put this out into the public sphere so that we will be okay with it by 2028. If Donald Trump gets into office in 2024, elections are over. And so, to be clear, what they are advocating for is because Donald Trump didn't serve 2 consecutive terms, they want to abolish the 22nd Amendment so that he can be able to run again for office in 2028. Why? Because he's so popular with Republicans. And like Muscles said in his quick snippet video, I believe they've already got attorneys working on trying to get this abolished. Remember, Mitch McConnell put a whole bunch of federal judges on the bench. All it takes is for someone to draw up the case. It gets to one of Donald Trump's federal judges, and then it gets pushed up to the Supreme Court, where he appointed 3 judges for them to be able to get this done. Listen to this, reading from the article, comparing Donald Trump to Joe Biden. This is sort of their spiel as to why this should be allowed to happen. Besides the glaringly obvious differences between the men in their brain power, physical strength, and ability to walk in a straight line, Trump and Biden are about 4 years apart, making this issue something of a wash. If Trump wins in November of 2024 and would be eligible to run for re-election in 2028, he would be 82 years old during that election, the same age Biden will be later this year. And at the end of Trump's hypothetical second consecutive term, in 2032, he would be 86, the same age Biden would be at the end of his second term if he is returned to the White House. So not only are they advocating to get rid of the 22nd Amendment so that Donald Trump can run in 2028, they want it to be open for him to run again in 2032. And they are saying basically, yeah, he's old, but he's not the same type of old as Joe Biden. We knew what the end game was to abolish elections in this country. Now they are so comfortable that they are publicly advocating for it. They want Trump forever. And if it's not Trump, it would be cokehead Trump Jr., it would be dumbass Eric Trump, or dumbass Ivanka Trump, or dumbass Jared Kushner, whoever. Please get out and vote against Donald Trump in November of 2024. Democracy depends on it.